Hey, welcome back. Thanks for coming this week. My name is James, chef at Owens Dining Center, and I want to go ahead and jump right into showing you how to make the dumplings we spoke about last week. This is a Japanese style dumpling, and what we have going into the dumpling dough is going to be an equal part of rice flour and glutinous rice flour. Here we're going to use about 3 ounces of each. So this is the glutinous rice flour, and this is the regular rice flour. Again, it's a 1-to-1 ratio, which means you can use any quantity of the recipe that you want as long as it's equal parts. And to those, we're going to add 1 cup of water. And we're going to add almost all of it just in case we need to add a little more or take a little away. We're going to mix it with a fork until it absorbs most of the water. And then we can add the rest of the water in as needed. And after a couple minutes of mixing this dough, we should end up with a consistency like this. It's one nice ball. And from here, what we're going to do is start pinching some off, start making our dumplings. We're going to roll them up into a nice little ball like this. And when all is said and done, you should end up with about 16 dumplings with this recipe. The next step now is we're going to boil these off. To save some time, you can start that water boiling before you even mix the dough. All right, next we're going to boil the dango. And what we're going to do is we're going to put them in directly into the boiling water. I'm going to roll them one last time to make sure they're nice and round. When you put them in the water, put them in slowly so you don't splash yourself. And also don't try and drop them on one another. Give them a little space to breathe. After about 4 to 5 minutes, they are going to start to float. Once they start to float in the boiling water, you're going to let them cook for about another minute or 2. Once they're done, we're going to go ahead and transfer them to an ice bath to stop the cooking process and to cool them down. All right, now we're going to go ahead and make the sweet soy glaze for our dumplings, and it's pretty simple. We only need 5 ingredients to do that. First, we're going to use about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, and then we're going to do about 2 tablespoons of mirin. On top of that, we're going to add 4 tablespoons of sugar, about a half a cup of water, and 2 tablespoons of potato starch. All right, just going to get that in there. All right, then we're going to go ahead and mix this before we put it on the heat to spread out all that starch. All right, I want to bring the sauce over to the flame. We want to make sure all the ingredients are stirred and mixed and incorporated before we turn it on to prevent any thickening prematurely. We're going to put it on a medium-low heat. We're waiting for it to reduce and darken in color slightly. Okay, now we have our glaze slightly thick and a very nice color, so this is where we want to leave it. I'm going to set that to the side and focus on our dango. So the dango we went ahead and drained and we dried it, and now we want to add a little bit of a char to it. So I'm going to use a blowtorch. If you don't have a blowtorch at home, you can use a grill or you can use a hot saute pan. Here we go. All right, so that's the last one. All right, now that we have them all skewered and charred, we're gonna go ahead and top them with our sweet soy glaze. Once all your dumplings have been sauced, they'll be ready to serve. This will just be one of the 3 examples of the dumplings we're going to be showcasing at D2's Dumpling Day Chef Series event. I hope to see you guys there, and I hope you all enjoy.